Premier League is back. It's not a joke. Premier League is back. Shout out to all the fans up there. Shout out to everybody supporting the Premier League, and as well those fans in La Liga, Bundesliga, and so on, Serie A, and so on and so forth. But yeah, Premier League is back. Like I said, this is our content. We're making Premier League. Was not happy. Yeah, summer wasn't really good, but now the fall is coming in with a lot of games, a lot of dramas, and yeah, today we'll be talking about Matchweek 2. Yeah, we didn't have the recording for Matchweek 1, but I wanted us to go with the Matchweek 2. There's a lot of dramas that we can look into it, the VAR controversies, the performance from all the teams, and what went well for some good teams, and also what went bad for some other teams. So yeah, like I said, let's get into it. Premier League is back. Get some, fantasies. Go choose whatever player you like, and I don't know those guys who do the fantasy, EPL fantasy, and so on and so forth. But yeah, let's talk about Premier League. Premier League is back, and let's get into the content. What do we have for today? So here we'll be talking about the match week 2, the performance of all the teams, all the 10 teams, the games until today, Monday, the end game that Liverpool made through at St. James Park today. What a drama! But then we'll be covering some VAR controversies. That's the most important thing. The Newcastle red card, and also the Wolves and Bournemouth red card. So we'll get your opinions on that. You gotta tell us what you think about it. If it's a clear red card or not a red card, or a yellow card, or there was biasness in the PGMOL. So let's get into it. So what do we have today for match week 2? Let's just get into the performance. And by the way, if you haven't subscribed yet, just go into it. It doesn't really take a lot of time. Just click the button down there and you're good to go, okay? Just click the button and show some thumbs up and we're good to go. So many contests, and it's for you all, right? It's going to be for you. Premier League, come on, baby. Let's get into it, boys. So what do we have here on? We have... okay, let's get into the entire screen and let's record it. Okay, so match week 2, a Friday night, West Ham and Chelsea. Congratulations, Chelsea. That was a 5-star game, 5-1, good performance at London Stadium. It was good. It was a London derby, and Chelsea made it 5-star. Congrats to Chelsea. Good performance. West Ham, I do believe they're still having a problem in there. Saturday morning, a fantastic day, afternoon and night. It was really, really nice performance from all the teams that participated on Saturday. We started with Manchester City and Tottenham. Again, Thomas Frank is a very, very, very nice guy, and he's very crooked. He understands the game when he plays Manchester City. And Guardiola, after the post-match analysis, I think in the interviews, he said what challenges him is the long balls, and Thomas Frank does that a lot. So, when you started sending those long balls against Manchester City, you will know how to bring them down, and Thomas Frank is the medicine to that. So sorry for City fans. Yeah, but Tottenham really made a good game, and they won at Etihad 2-0. Fantastic. Bournemouth at the other end with Wolves, they secured 1 goal at Vitality Stadium with a red card that was issued to Gomes on Wolves. So then Brentford and against Aston Villa. I was thinking of Aston Villa really winning this game, but something quite happened. I don't know, maybe they were off mode or something. But yeah, let's see. They made a mistake or something, and they lost the game to Brentford. But again, the beast will sting. Those guys are so tough. Even though they lost Bremo, Christian Norgard, and Wisa is about to go, those guys are still tough. Yeah, it's always crazy. GTEC Stadium, cheers up for them. Burnley 2-0 Sunderland. Sunderland was really a promising team. I remember the first game, the match week 1, they had like a 3-0 win. I was so surprised. It's like, what's going on against West Ham? Like, Sunderland is coming so tough really to compete in Premier League, and at least they don't want to drop back. They really want to go forward. So I look at the game and I was like, damn, what has happened? Burnley 2 and Sunderland 0. It's so contradicting. Burnley sometimes one of the stubborn teams. I'm scared of it. Sometimes, they come and disappoint you when you're in your top-notch mode. And so they just come differently and they give you very bad results. Then lastly, the last game Saturday night was Arsenal and Leeds United. Arsenal made it successfully at Emirates Stadium with 5-0 against Leeds United. I think they overpowered them. In the first half, the game wasn't really good for them, but they tried narrowing the game into, they found a way. When you play with these big teams, they always know how to find a way down. 5-0. Then on Sunday, Super Sunday, we had a tie down at Selhurst Park. That's a Crystal Palace and Nottingham Forest, a 1-1 draw. Both teams are always stubborn and they are good at defense, so they all did a good game. Everton, wow, at the new stadium, they made it 2-0 against Brighton Hove. I wasn't really expecting this to happen. I thought Brighton might score a goal, but things didn't go well about it. So Everton made a successful win at the new stadium and all went good with them. Let me wait. I just wanted to get this result. Jordan Pickford starts Everton. I wanted to know what is it? Hill Dickinson. Oh, that's the new stadium. It's called Hill Dickinson Stadium. I had no idea about the name, but yeah, Hill Dickinson Stadium. So they made it comfortably 2-0 against Brighton. And what a disappointing night again for Manchester United. Still time. I won't count Man United out, but I do believe there's still time for Manchester United. So they got time. They will come through. 1-1 draw. They had a good Bruno Fernandes. Oh my goodness. He seems to be tense, but I don't know. Yeah, it was a 1-1 courtesy to Smith Rowe, who came in from the bench and secured that goal and made a game to end 1-1 at Crawford Cottage. And then today, Monday, a beautiful drama that happened at St. James Park. Anthony Gordon, red carded, serious foul play against Van Dijk, and Liverpool came through on the 94th or 96th minute. Yeah, the Rio, that small boy, 16-year-old boy, by the way, scored that winner for Liverpool. So we'll discuss about the red cards issues here. So that was it. So match week 2 ended successfully with the teams that won. Congratulations to them. Teams that are still down, they still have time to get through and make it in the next match week 3. So that's really what happened. So what does the table tell us? Let's get into the table. Well, Arsenal 2 out of 2 on top, followed by Spurs, Liverpool, and Chelsea. Then as we go down, Nottingham Forest and all the way down there, West Ham is still -7 goals, Wolves -5, and Brighton -2. These are like the bottom 3 right now. And well, some other teams all the way up here. This is how the table tells us. So the most important thing is, let's talk about the red card. What do you think about the red card? And we'll also go through some rules and regulation from PGMOL, what they say, what they consider to be a red card, what they consider not to be a red card, and the foul. Let's start with the main one, the controversial one, the Liverpool and Newcastle that happened today. So if you look at this game here, let me play it here. This is Anthony Gordon running, and that's the tackle. And that was the first yellow card given. He was furious with Kekes, but look, he's not really near the ball. If you take a look at it, he's not near the ball. And he tripped him down. Now that's what the VAR reviewed. You see him running all the way down from that side till here and tackle him from behind. We'll also get into that rule later on, what PGML rules say about that kind of a tackle. So yeah, if you see that one, look at that. Yeah, you see how his foot goes all the way down there and it pulls off Van Dijk's sock down. You see that one? And the decision was overturned and a red card was issued to Anthony Gordon. So let's look at what serious foul play means. What PGML and VAR thinks about it. A serious foul play is punishable by red card. A tackle or challenge that endangers the safety of an opponent or uses excessive force or brutality must be sanctioned as a serious foul play. Any player who lunges at an opponent in challenging for the ball from the front from the side or from behind, like what Anthony Gordon said, using one or both legs with excessive force or endangers the safety of an opponent is guilty of a serious foul play. So that's what the rule says. Anthony Gordon was coming from behind. He was nowhere near the ball, and he launched his foot onto Van Dijk's leg, and that pulled off all Van Dijk's socks all the way down. And if you look at the marks, you see all these marks here. This 1 and 2. This is a serious foul play. He didn't touch the ball, and he was nowhere near the ball. And if you can look at the marks, these pictures here, it shows he was intentionally going either to, we can't really tell from his mind because that was his main reason. Either he was going to tackle the ball or he was just going to put Van Dijk down. And if you look at the marks, and the referee saw it, even Van Dijk showed to the referee and told him, look at it. So this made it to be a clear red card when the decision was overturned. Now, let's look at the details of the foul. Gordon made a reckless challenge behind on Liverpool captain Van Dijk and catching his leg right without the ball. Now, the VAR initially issued a yellow card, but that was advised by the VAR review the incident of the pitch side monitor. Now, the referee changed his decision to direct red card for serious foul play impact. So that was a serious foul play. Like if you go to again here, when you launch your feet at the player from front, either behind or on the side, without targeting the ball, that's a clear red card. So what do you think about that? Is that a red card? Drop a comment below here. If you think it's a red card, put it as a red card. If you think it's not a red card, you also have to explain why you think it's not a red card. So again, let's look at the slow motion. No, I think this was the different one. So this is the slow motion of it. So if you think it's a red card, it should be a red card. If you think it's not a red card, drop a comment below and tell us why you think it's not a red card. So again, on a slow motion, look at his movement and how he tripled Van Dijk down. The VAR reviewed it and the card was changed to be a red card. So what does this tell us? Now let's look at it. And Newcastle had a problem too. Newcastle said they were denied a successful free kick, of which Gravenberch was supposed to be red carded as well. So let's look at what Gravenberch did. Again, based on the rule, when you tackle a player from behind without touching the ball, or either from front or from the side, it's deemed to be a serious foul, and that's going to be a red card. But if you take a look at this one right now here, Gravenberch is not near the ball. His two legs all went straight forward to Bruno Guimaraes and tackled him down. Did he touch the ball? No. Did he tackle Bruno Guimaraes from behind? Yes. What does the rule say? Any player who lunges at opponent in challenging for the ball from front, from the side, or from behind using one or both legs. Here he used both legs. That's Gravenberch. With excessive force or endangers the safety of an opponent is guilty of a serious foul play. Now, Newcastle is complaining and they're saying that should be a red card. To me personally, I also think it's a red card because he was nowhere near the ball. Ryan Gravenberch wasn't nowhere near the ball and he tripped him down with both of his legs from behind. That should be a red card, but I don't know. That's what the VAR controversies is all about here. So take a look at it and make a decision about that. If you think that was supposed to be a red card too, then Newcastle might have been robbed or not. If you think that's not a red card, tell us why you think it's not a red card. So that's what really happened. And now let's look at it. I wanted also to, like, when Anthony Gordon tackled, Van Dijk, do you think that could be one of the problems, or maybe he had that grudge? Remember, like in December 5th, right, when Liverpool played them, when Van Dijk went and knocked him. I think he elbowed Anthony Gordon. Just take a look at this. That was his chance when he missed the goal. And then look at Van Dijk. You see that one?
It's a good save, but you get the feeling that Gordon should have given him no chance at all. But you get the feeling.
Just look at. Oh God, sorry. Look at the movement of Van Dijk. What is he doing? He's not going to the ball. Kelleher is already going for the ball, the goalkeeper. Anthony Gordon is trying to go and tackle again the goalkeeper. Van Dijk is following Anthony Gordon. What is he doing here? Now he went and knocked him down. He elbowed him down. So do you think Anthony Gordon was trying to pay back? And if maybe he's not having that grudge, let's talk about the VAR again. Why didn't they intervene about that? It's not about, me criticizing about Liverpool, Van Dijk, but I was just trying to know, like, Van Dijk wasn't even going to the ball. He was just he was following Gordon and he elbowed him down. What was the point there? Do you have the reason to explain that? No, I think the VAR has to intervene into that. And that's why really Newcastle said they have never been facing a good game against Liverpool, because either the VAR goes against them or it just favors Liverpool. And this one, I do believe Van Dijk was supposed to be cautioned. Why did he elbow Anthony Gordon down? And again, like I said, the complaint for today is Ryan Gravenberch, to me, and according to the rule, he deserves to get a red card. So what do you think about it? Do you think it's a red card? Put the comments below. And the last one is Bournemouth and Wolves. Another red card. But I think this to me was a clear red card. No foul, no nothing, no mistake from a VAR. If you just take a look at it.
Yeah, nice cut back.
Yeah, to me that's a clear red card. And again, let's defend. What does the rule say? Again, updates for 2024-2025 season. When a player denies the opposing team a goal or an obvious goal-scoring opportunity by committing a deliberate handball offense, the player, no, it is not a handball offense, but things to consider for denying a goal or clear goal scoring opportunity: distance between the offense and the goal, general direction of the play, likelihood of keeping or gaining control of the ball, location, and number of defenders. So this one again, he denied him the goal scoring opportunity, and this definitely deemed him to be a red card. To me, I personally think it's a red card. I can't deny that one. So tell us, do you think this one is a red card? If you think it's a red card, put your comments below. If you think it's not a red card, put your comments below and tell us what's the problem with it. For Liverpool, Van Dijk and Anthony Gordon, give us your opinions, what you think about it, and the VAR controversies. Do you think VAR robbed Newcastle or they made the right decision? If yes, say it. If no, say it. And yeah, this is exactly what had happened, and this is match week 2. And so much is coming again with, VAR. We had problem with VAR in the previous season, and we don't really know what's going to happen this season again. Could they make some adjustment, or they're going to continuously, make that kind of fouls and everything? We never know. It's human error and it's human decision. So if you think those decisions made today and on Saturday were right, drop the comments below. If you think they are not right, drop the comments below, and yeah, tell us about your opinion. And that is the end, guys. So folks, this is the end of match week 2. The games went well, all the 10 teams, and we have seen the table. And match week 3, before the international break, we're going to see a lot into it. So again, drop your comments below, and never forget to subscribe, comment, and show some thumbs up. Like the comment. If you like it, go with it. If you don't like it, just pay a visit after some times and go through it and put some input. If you have some input also about it, put it out there. If you don't have some input, I bet you have inputs. Come on, you have input. So yeah, if there's something, a review you want to put on it, just put a review on it and tell us how to improve it. Okay, and that is it so far. Again, subscribe, like, comment, and that's all. Till today, till Saturday or Friday, we'll see you in the next content. I will be discussing about the match week 3. As of now, bye, and good luck in everything we're doing, and all the best to the teams that are playing Premier League. Bye, and see you all, folks. Cheers.